Jerry Y, Property Mentor here. Today I wanted to talk to you about how we recently made close to $800,000 gross profit on a property deal in the southeastern suburbs of Melbourne. A 4-unit development site. Most of the market were looking at this property from a 3-unit development. However, it's essential that you have access to great consultants who can plan and design the development that will provide you with the best possible return on investment. Let's go through the numbers, give you some insight. Before I go over the figures, guys, it's important that you always overestimate the cost and underestimate the resale value. That way you'll always come out as a winner. I've put these sums down with some contingencies in place. They may not be an absolute true reflection of the cost, but I have put them in there to illustrate the importance of you allowing for them. Let's go over the numbers. Purchase price, $1,015,000. It was a fair price for the market at the time, of course. You've always got to allow for your stamp duty and legal fees. In this instance, $60,000. It's a little bit of an overestimation of what it was, but I have put it a little bit higher. And with all these figures, I've put them a little bit higher just to be safe. Planning costs and associated costs, we've got about $35,000 there. We've got demolition costs of $20,000, right? And it's always important that you get several quotes when you're quoting for demolition or for draftspeople or for any other consultant. It's always good to get other quotes and make sure that you get the best price possible, but more importantly, not to get the cheapest price, but to be comfortable that you get the right consultant that does the job correctly as well, because it might cost you later on in the development. For example, if the structural engineer doesn't do a good job, it may cause delays, it may cause reordering of material that might not be right, and that'll blow your costs right out anyway. So we've got additional consultant costs of another $15,000, and I put interest costs in at $85,000. That's holding the site and allowing for incremental interest increase or interest payment increases as you're drawing down on repayments or payments to the builder as well. So the total costs associated on this site, $1,230,000. So construction costs on this project were $1,150,000. $1,150,000. Now guys, it's very, very important that you don't always look for the cheapest builder, because it can cost you more money in the long run. So make sure, first of all, that you feel comfortable with the builder, that you know you're going to have a great working relationship with them throughout the project, and of course that will deliver the great product or the great end result for you as well. I've allowed in this instance on this development $100,000 in miscellaneous fees. Miscellaneous costs can vary. I've put a very, very safe amount on that in this development, close to 10% of the construction cost. Anything can happen throughout the course of the development. So it's very, very important that you make an allowance for it before you go into the development. It could be foundation issues that you might discover. It could be the engineer has made some mistakes that might end up costing you money. It could be that you even want an upgrade to appliances whilst you're building. So it's always important to have that amount there allowed for, so that you come out safe and a winner on the other end, of course. And I've allowed for agency fees in this instance of $30,000. Now that's associated costs through a real estate agent in selling the townhouses when you decide to sell, of course. Total costs on this obviously comes to $1,280,000. So guys, the total cost of this development came in at $2,510,000. And the actual figure wasn't too far off from this, so it's pretty accurate, guys. $2,510,000 was the total cost of the development. Initially, we estimated the sale prices of these dwellings to be approximately $750,000 to $770,000. Always to be safe, we underestimate the sale value and overestimate the cost of the development. That way you'll come out a winner, as mentioned before. These were in fact the sale prices. Unit 1, $806,000. Unit 2, $836,000. Unit 3, $830,000. And Unit 4, $820,000. So the gross income from the sales, $3,292,000. That's your income. Take away your expenses. Gross profit, and of course gross, and we'll get into that in a minute, $782,000. It's not a bad little income, of course. So when you're looking at the purchase costs and planning costs and getting the site ready to build, you're looking at the building cost of $1,280,000. You're looking at total estimate of the construction, which is true to the actual cost, of $2,510,000. You're looking at sales revenue of $3,292,000, leading you a gross profit of $782,000. As a percentage, guys, that is a return of 31.15%. However, that figure is gross, guys. You need to be very, very careful of that figure and know that you need to pay tax, you need to pay GST. Of course, I'm not here to give you financial advice. That's information that you can receive from the accountants. But the most important thing is, guys, I make it sound easy, but there is so much in between this. So I hope you found this video valuable or got some information out of it. It gives you a little bit of insight as to how I do things and the process involved. If you have a development site that needs looking at or need to know more about what I do or need help with feasibility, of course, I'm always here to help. Get in touch. Thanks for listening.